Hello students, welcome to lecture number 6. The topic for today's session is Basics of Supply Chain Management. I, Dr. Rohan Prabhakar Devale, welcome you all. This is online lecture series and don't forget to subscribe. The subject is Operations and Supply Chain Management. Learning objectives for today's sessions are to know the basic concepts of supply chain management, to understand the functions and various benefits of supply chain management, and to study the theoretical evolution from the concept physical distributions to logistics and to supply chain management. We will start with what is supply chain management. Supply chain management, that is SCM, is the management of the flow of goods and services. It involves the movement and storage of raw materials, of work in process inventory, and of finished goods from the point of origin to the point of consumption. Interconnected or interlinked networks, channels, and node businesses combine in the provision of products and services required by end customers in a supply chain. Supply chain management practice draws heavily from the areas of industrial engineering, system engineering, operations management, logistics, procurement, information technology, marketing, and strives for an integrated approach. Marketing channels play an important role in supply chain management. So this is the typical diagram of supply chain management there where we can see suppliers, procurement, production, distribution, and customers are various links. All these are linked by a process. This is supply chain management. Material is in raw form at the suppliers. These raw materials are purchased by procurement department through purchasing activities. This purchase raw material is transferred to the production department for manufacturing various products and services. The finished goods, that is finished products and services, are transferred through various distribution channels, that is the chain of wholesalers and retailers, to the ultimate consumer, that is customer. So raw materials are flowing from suppliers to the end customers through procurement, production, and distribution channels through various departments, and this raw material is in various form. First it was in raw material form, then at production it is work in process, and then it is finished goods form. So this is the typical diagram of supply chain management where forward in the forward direction raw material is flowing and in the reverse direction information is flowing from customers to suppliers. Now we will try to define supply chain management. One of the definition of supply chain management is as follows. Supply chain management is design, planning, execution, control, and monitoring of supply chain activities with the objective of creating net value, building a competitive infrastructure, leveraging worldwide logistics, synchronizing supply with demand, and measuring performance globally. Accordingly to the Council of Supply Chain Management Professionals, supply chain management encompasses the planning and management of all the activities involved in sourcing, procurement, conversion, and logistics management. It also includes coordination and collaboration with channel partners, which may be suppliers, intermediaries, third-party service providers, or customers. Supply chain management integrates supply and demand management within and across the companies. More recently, the loosely coupled self-organizing network of businesses that cooperate to provide product and service offerings has been called the extended enterprises. Now we will see various functions of supply chain management. Supply chain management is a cross-functional approach that includes managing the movement of raw materials into an organization, certain aspects of internal processing of materials into finished goods, and the movement of finished goods out of the organization and towards the end customers. As organizations strive to focus on core competencies and become more flexible, they reduce their ownership of raw material sources and distribution channels. These functions are increasingly being outsourced to other firms that can perform the activities better or more cost effectively. The effect is to increase the number of organizations involved in satisfying customer demand while reducing managerial control of daily logistics operations. Less control and more supply chain partners lead to the creation of the concept of supply chain management. The purpose of supply chain management is to improve trust and collaboration among the supply chain partners, thus improving inventory visibility and the velocity of the inventory movements. Now we will see and understand the main goals of supply chain management. It is well known that supply chain management is an integral part of most of the businesses and it is essential to company success and customer satisfaction as well. So the goals can be divided or categorized into three parts: boost the customer service, reduce operating costs, and improve financial positions. We will see one by one. First is boost customer service. Customer expect the right product assortment and right quantity to be delivered. Customer expect products to be available at right location. Right delivery time, customers expect products to be delivered on time. And right after sales service and supports, customer expect quick services. Reduce operating cost. So it includes decreases in purchasing cost. That means retailers depends on a supply chain to quickly deliver expensive products to avoid holding costly inventories in stores any longer than necessary. Next is decreases production cost. It means manufacturers depends on supply chains to reliably deliver materials to assembly parts plants to avoid material shortage that would shut down the production. Next is decreases total supply chain cost. That means manufacturers and retailers depend on supply chain managers to design networks and meet customer service goals at the least total cost. Efficient supply chain enables a firm to be more competitive in the marketplace. Another goal of supply chain management is to improve the financial position of the organization. We will see the points. First is increases profit leverage. Firms value supply chain managers because they help control and reduce supply chain cost. This can result in dramatic increase in the firm's profit. Next is decreases fixed asset. Firms value supply chain managers because they decreases the use of large fixed assets such as plants, warehouses and transportation vehicles in the supply chain. Next is increases cash flows. Firms value supply chain managers because they speed up the product flows to the customers. For example, if a firm can make and deliver a product to the customers in 10 days rather than 70 days, it can invoice the customer 60 days sooner. So these are various goals of supply chain management. Now we will see the benefits of supply chain management to the organizations. Effective supply chain management system provides the following benefits to optimize the organization performance, improve the customer service, increases organization sales and profit, fast cash to cash conversion, and lower the total supply chain cost. So improve the customer service by delivering them the right product at the right time and at right location, which in turn increases the organization sales. It enables the companies to bring the products to the market at a quicker rate. Thus, the companies get their payment sooner than those who lack the efficient supply chain. So, this is faster cash to cash conversion and lower the total supply chain cost, including procurement material cost, transportation cost, inventory carrying cost, etc. The reduction in the supply chain cost helps to increase the firm's overall profitability. Now we will see the evolution of the concept physical distribution to logistics and from logistics to supply chain management. We have already covered the concepts of supply chain management. Now we will understand the terms physical distribution and logistics. First, we will start with physical distribution, then logistics, and then supply chain management. Physical distribution. Physical distribution is the group of activities associated with the supply of finished products from the production line to the consumers. Physical distribution considers many sales distribution channels such as wholesale and retail, which is used to describe the marketing and movement of products. Accordingly, for nearly half of the entire marketing budget of the products, the physical distribution process typically garnishes a lot of attention from business managers and owners. As a result, these activities are often the focus of process involvement, improvement, and cost saving initiatives in many companies. This concerns the movement of a finished product or service to the customers. In physical distribution, the customer is the final destination of a marketing channel, and availability of product or service is a vital part of each channel partner's marketing efforts. Thus, it links marketing channel with its customers. That is, it links manufacturers, wholesalers, and retailers all together. So this was about the concept of physical distribution. Now we will see the much improved version of physical distribution, that is the concept of logistics. Logistics is generally the detailed organization and implementation of a complex operation. In a general business sense, logistics is the management of flow of the things between the point of origin to the point of consumption in order to meet requirements of customers or cooperations. The resources managed in logistics can include physical items such as food, materials, animals, equipment, and liquids, as well as abstract items such as time and information. The logistics of physical items usually involves the integration of information flow, material handling, production, packaging, inventory, transportation, and warehousing. Such type of various activities are there in logistics. Logistics management is the part, or it is rather a subpart of supply chain management that plans, implements, and controls the efficient and effective forward and reverse flows and shortage of goods and services and related information between the point of origin, that is suppliers, and the point of consumption, that is end users or end customers, in order to meet the customer's requirements. So supply chain management is much broader concept. Logistics is a small part or subpart of supply chain management, and physical distribution is the subpart or a small part of logistics management. So this is the book of Simba publication, Operations and Supply Chain Management. In my next video, we will learn Introduction to the Quality. Learning outcomes from today's session. We have understood the basic concepts of supply chain management. We have seen various functions and benefits from supply chain management. And we have seen the evolution from physical distribution to logistics and to the supply chain management. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for further notifications. Thanks from Dr. Rohan Dahiwale. These are various references I have used to prepare this video. Thank you.